Hello, She Boss Talk family. Today I'm on here on this Monday in October to talk about COVID-19 relief that no one else is talking about, no one else is telling you about, and we want to make sure that you have all the information you need so that if your business, your company qualifies for COVID relief, you can go get it and for it to have a financial lifeline for your business because there's so many businesses still challenged and then so many businesses still needing funding and not knowing that there is still COVID relief available. So welcome on in to She Boss Talk. I am Shantae R. Roddy. It's a new month. This is the last quarter of the year. I'm super excited. We are at work trying to help businesses get access to the capital that they need, to the relief that they need. And we're going to actually be on tour across the country and continuing to leverage our platform to help business owners get the money that they need so that they can move their businesses forward. Okay. And so we continue to do this because so many of you all are continuing to reach out to us. We want to shout out and thank all of those that are in our community that continue to share and refer business owners to us, both for-profits and nonprofits. We definitely appreciate it, and they appreciate it. They appreciate you because they're telling us, like, that you are referring. So whether you're their friend, their church member, you're a colleague, or you're a family member or friend, they appreciate you, and we appreciate you. So again, we are on here to talk about the one federal COVID-19 relief program that is still available for small businesses, which is referred to as the Employee Retention Tax Credit, Employee Tax Credit, or the Employee Retention Tax Credit. Okay, so they have a few variations of names that you may have heard about. And it appears that it is like America's best kept secret. That doesn't need to be kept a secret. It needs to be well known widely across the U.S. to as many for-profit businesses and nonprofit businesses that can potentially qualify. And you're talking about businesses, millions of small businesses that can potentially qualify for this program that still to this day don't know about the program, or they don't know how to access it for themselves. Again, and there's a lot of misinformation out there. So if there is any information, is oftentimes misinformation about this program. So they just don't know what to do, what actions to take. And so that's why I am here. Okay, myself and my team are here to assist you or your peers. So if you have peers that may qualify for this program, the most important thing that you can do for us is not even giving us a like, it's not giving us a thumbs up. It is actually sharing this video with other people you know that could potentially qualify, business owners that are hoping, praying for a financial lifeline, and you can be that for them, making that impact. So if you can just simply share this video or tag a business owner in this video that you know that may qualify, okay? So again, I'm going to reiterate that this is the Employee Retention Tax Credit, where you as a business owner, if you have W-2 employees for which you paid payroll taxes in either 2020 or 2021, you may be eligible for a significant refundable tax credit. And what does that mean? That means cash money. And the real money is not just a tax credit, it's real money that will be put into your bank account. This program is administered by the U.S. Treasury Department. This is COVID-19 relief. This program is part of the CARES Act that was enacted in March of 2020, along with ERC and PPP. It's just that people don't know about it. And those that know about it aren't talking about it. They're not sharing it with all of you all who can take advantage of it, okay? So I'm here to talk about some of the reasons why people are not talking about it, why you don't know about it for yourself or one of your peers who can take advantage of this program. And you're talking about up to $26,000 per employee. Okay. So again, to share the significance or help you understand the significance of this is just say that you are a company that has 10 employees for which you pay payroll taxes for in 2020 and 2021. On average, if you have 10 employees, what we're seeing is $260,000 in a refundable tax credit. That means that $260,000 is coming to you in the form of a check if you qualify and are approved for whatever amount you're approved for. It will be given to you in a check that you can use in any way that you like in your business. That is called unrestricted funds, okay? And it is uncapped. Okay, there's no limit like there was on PPP and EIDL. Okay, so if you qualify, you can get it. Okay, so this is huge. This is so significant for your business. This can be more and better than what you got with EIDL. If you got anything with EIDL, okay, more or better than what you received from PPP. Right? That's if you received anything from PPP. Okay. So that is the importance of this program. So let's talk about, again, some of the benefits. So this program is applicable to 2020, right? The year 2020, quarters 2 through 4, and 2021, quarters 1 through 3. Okay. Quarters 1 through 3. And there is a bill to reopen quarters 4, but it is not yet open yet. There's a bill on the table for that. You can qualify with either a decrease in revenue. Don't stop listening there, or a COVID event. Okay. So we're going to be talking about that because so many of you all don't even think you qualify because you didn't have a loss in revenue. You may have even had an increase in revenue, and because you had an increase in revenue, you believe, or maybe someone told you that you do not qualify for this program. Again, there is no limit on the program funds, and this is not a loan. Okay, let me repeat. This is not a loan. This is not a loan with terms. This is not money that you have to pay back. Okay. That's why I say often this is grant-like. It's not a grant, it's grant-like, because you don't have to pay it back and you will actually get the funds from the U.S. Treasury Department. Okay, so let's start with number one reason why no one's telling you about it. They're not telling you about it because they simply don't know about this program, okay? Because EIDL and PPP took center stage. There's not a lot of, even if you go out and Google, you will see more information on it, but you don't see a lot of videos, right? You don't see a lot of content on it because it's not well known. But it is one of, if not the best, COVID-19 relief program, and it is the only remaining federal relief program that is initiated at the federal level, with the exception of the child care provider stabilizations, which are administered at the state level. They're federally funded, but it's administered at the state level. So this is, for many of the business owners out there that are coming to us, their last chance. And that's what they're telling us. I didn't get PPP for a lot of them, and I didn't get EIDL. So this is my last chance. I need more funds in my business. How can you help me? How can you help us in our business? This is it. If you paid payroll taxes on W-2 employees in 2020 and or 2021, this is a program you need to see if you qualify for. You can find out in as little as 5 to 10 minutes if you qualify for this program, okay? You do not need to have full-time employees. You can have part-time employees and still qualify for this program, okay? So even if you're filling out, our survey is very simple, and it starts out how many FTEs. An example, if you have 20 part-time, you just put 10 full-time employees. Everything would be verified based on your documentation that you submit. Okay, so everything is preliminary, right? When you're just seeing if you're approved or not and how much you're approved for, all of that is preliminary until our experts have an opportunity to analyze all your documents. Then they come back and tell you what you are eligible for and what you can file for as far as your claim. Okay, and know that the sooner you get your information submitted and your claim filed with the IRS, the sooner they can get the funds to you, because it's taking between 6 and 8 months for the IRS to issue business owners their funds. Okay, so again, it's simply that people don't know about it. Even your accountants don't know about it. Your tax people, they just don't know about this program. Okay, and so that's why they are not telling you. So it is upon us that do know to inform you, so that you can go take action on behalf of your business and see what you may qualify for. Okay, it may be $2,000. $2,000 is better than zero. It may be $10,000, right? All of that is significant when you talk about how you can go take that money and make it work for your business. If you can see some of the things that people are doing with it, is not just to stay afloat. There's businesses wanting to grow and expand, right? So we get that a lot as well, but they don't really have the funds available. If they had the funds available or knew they had funds coming, they could at least plan for the growth. They could plan for the expansion. And here we are. This is potentially your financial lifeline for your small business. Okay. And the important part of this is all of the bigger companies, the larger companies already are taking advantage of this. What continues to happen is the smaller companies, those typically with revenues under $1 million, which is a great majority of small businesses, those that are economically and socially disadvantaged, those minority businesses, those women businesses, we are the ones that are left out, that no one's sharing the inside information with. I am here to do that. I am here to be your advocate, and I am here to be your facilitator to getting access to this program. That is why I am here, so that no small business owner is left behind. Okay, so number 2 reason why no one is talking about this, because they don't think you qualify because of 2 reasons, either because of PPP or because you didn't have a revenue reduction. Okay, and so that is misinformation. If someone that you are working with, okay, even on a professional level in your business, maybe in 2020, they said, okay, well, you don't qualify because you received PPP. And if it was early on in 2020, that was true. But if that person, if you never kept up with all of the changes and extensions and expansions and changes of the rules that opened it up to millions more businesses, similar to PPP, right? Similar to what happened with PPP, then you are missing out, because you can get the employee retention tax credit and have received your PPP, which is the Paycheck Protection Program loan. And you can have received forgiveness of your PPP and still qualify for the employee retention tax credit. Okay, so you can still get it. The thing is that your amount that you qualify for may be less or offset by the amount that you receive with PPP. And as we know, there are a lot of business owners, although they qualify for PPP, they did not get it. So what does that mean for you? Even more money for you if you did not receive PPP, or if you didn't receive all of your PPP. But even if you did, because of this program is so significant, depending on your business, even if you did get all of your PPP, you may still qualify for a good amount of the employee retention tax credit. So we've seen that across the board. Every business is different and unique. Their situation is different. So the best thing that you can do is to submit a survey, right? Email our team at ercsupport@shebosstalk.com, and our team will start helping to help you. We can answer any questions that you may have with regards to the program and get you started so that you can get to filing your claim so that the IRS can do their job in getting that money to you so you can have money in your bank account to do whatever it is that you feel is best in order to achieve your business goals. Okay. So I talked about 1 and 2, not thinking that you qualify, also not thinking you qualify based on revenue reduction. Revenue reduction is not the only way that you can qualify for this program. So many of you are just counting yourselves out, or maybe someone you're working with, maybe a tax professional or a business consultant that not very knowledgeable. Again, if they did not keep up with the program changes, then they don't have the latest information. So you want to revisit it. You don't have to have a revenue reduction. So if you're saying to yourself, okay, well, my revenue increased in 2020, do I still qualify? The answer is yes, because there's 2 possibilities that you can qualify: either revenue reduction or a full or partial shutdown of your business due to COVID-19. How many of you does that apply to? Full or partial shutdown, right? Due to COVID-19. Specifically, the IRS describes this as a government authority required partial or full shutdown for your business during 2020 and 2021. This includes operations being limited by commerce, inability to travel, or restrictions of group meetings. And here are some examples of those. So again, when you're listening, listen for yourself and listen for other business peers that you know, okay? Sharing is caring. Share the information. Even if you don't believe you qualify, I can guarantee you that you know many people, many business owners who do possibly qualify for this program. So an example of this is a restaurant. We know restaurants are hard hit. Restaurants are one of the ones that's hardest hit, and they missed out on the restaurant revitalization grant that we're still waiting to see if they're going to push through or not, okay? And they're still challenged with the many after effects of COVID, okay? So a restaurant must close or limit its on-site dining, such as having to close down every other table. Does that sound familiar? Having to shut down every other table, having to shut down, period, or shut down and offer delivery due to COVID-19 restrictions? Then if that is you, you may qualify for this program. Another example, a business that needs to meet with clients in person and had to cancel meetings due to COVID-19 restrictions. Did you have to cancel your business event, or your meetings, in-person meetings due to COVID-19? Then you may qualify. Another example, a business has reduced their operating hours because COVID-19 restrictions and cleaning requirements. How many people, let me know in the comments if that applied to you or someone that you know. I know so many businesses that had to reduce their hours because they had due to shutdown orders, or they had to wait on COVID-19 protocols or COVID-19 cleaning equipment and masks and those types of things. If that sounds familiar to you, then you may qualify for this program. Another example, a business had delayed production times caused by supply chain disruptions. If you were reliant on outside suppliers, we know that there's still a lot of issues now with supply chain issues, right? So if you relied on something from a supplier and you could not get it, or that was delayed due to their being impacted, then you may qualify. A business with a plan, another example is a business with a planned event that had to cancel. I'm one of those businesses. Or restrict the amount of people that could attend the event due to COVID-19 restrictions. Again, how many of you are out there? Let me know in the comments. Does that apply to? Or maybe you were planning to attend an event, it got canceled, and you know that person personally, okay? So they may qualify for this program. These are just a few of the examples of the impacts of COVID that may qualify you for this program, okay? This is serious business because, again, I have to reiterate the millions of small businesses that need a financial lifeline that qualify for this program. Okay. Again, if you're now just tuning in, we're talking about the employee retention tax credit. This is not a loan. It's grant-like. It's refundable, meaning that you are going to get the cash, the money, the funds directly to you in the form of a check that you deposit into your bank account. That's how significant this is, okay? And you're talking about huge benefits here, okay? So third reason why no one's talking about the employee retention tax credit, they think it ended and can no longer be claimed, okay? I just got messages the other day saying, oh, I would apply for this because we sent an email out to our email list again about this program because it had been a while and our email list has grown significantly. And I'm like, I know there's people on our email list that possibly qualify. So it's time to give an update regarding this program. Okay. And when you know it, I received several replies in which many applied, submitted their surveys, and we're now taking them through the process. But I also received a message saying, well, I would apply, but this program already closed, okay? This program has not closed, meaning the program, it has not been extended into 2022, meaning that this credit is applicable to 2020 and 2021, okay, years. It does not mean that the program has closed, that you can no longer claim it, okay? Because you can, okay? You can claim this employee retention tax credit in 2022, and it is applicable to 2020 and 2021. So if someone told you that, or nobody told you, you just had the belief that this credit, you can no longer claim it, that is not true. So I'm here to dispel that myth, that misinformation. You can still claim this credit for your business if you pay payroll taxes in 2020 or in 2021, okay? Now, fourth reason why nobody's talking about this, right? Because they think it's a scam. So we know that there are a lot of scams out there, okay? We know because people impersonate us every single day and with the intent to scam people. And so I encourage you to be careful and beware and just do your due diligence, right? Just do your due diligence, right? If you want to know if this is real, all you have to simply do is Google it or go directly to irs.gov. And so as I've been talking about this over the almost 3 years now, right? I said, if it is a government organization, a federal government organization will always have .gov at the end. So if you've been thinking or someone told you, we get that all the time, right? I had someone the other week called me based on a referral. That's why referrals are so important. That's why it's so important that you share the information, because she thought it was a scam. She had heard about it, but she thought it was a scam, right? Until one of our peers who also received the employee retention tax credit, okay, informed her. So it was a trusted person she knows. So she knows this person is not going to give her false or untrue information. That's the power of a referral. So she called me and she said, I thought it was a scam. And so I was able to reassure her because I'm very knowledgeable about the program. I mean, you can Google us. We've been here since the pandemic came about, right? So we're not some fly-by-night company just out here, trying to send people in a direction that is not going to be beneficial to them. Otherwise, we would not have grown to the level that we have grown, okay? But that is the power of having a referral from a trusted person, because then you are able to break down that barrier that's up with a lot of business owners not trusting what's out there, right? And that's so understandable. But I'm here to tell you that this is not a scam. If you go to the IRS website, you type it in the search bar, employee retention tax credit, you will see it come up. It is legitimate. If you just go type in, Google the CARES Act and go to the bill, the CARES Act bill, you will see that the employee retention tax credit is in the bill that was passed. This is a legitimate COVID relief program that is one of the last remaining federal programs for small businesses that is still remaining that you can get. So I'm here to tell you to go get it, okay? Reach out to us, shoot us an email. We will help you through the process, okay? And number 5, why no one's talking about it, is because it's too complex and that people don't understand it. They just don't understand it. Okay, they know about it, they heard about it, but they don't have the time. Or I apologize for this phone ringing. Hold on just a second. People calling me while I'm on live, so I apologize. But people is too complicated, and I've said this so many times with business owners. If they feel something is too complicated, they get intimidated. Then they just retreat. They just won't pursue it, right? This is a very complex tax credit. That's why you need to partner with someone like us who can help you navigate, make the process easy for you to navigate and to apply for. We make the process so easy, simple online application. You upload your documents, and we're even here to support you in uploading your documents, helping you understand what documents are needed in order to support your claim. Now, documents are needed in order for you to support your claim. You cannot just go Google a form, write it in, and think that that's going to be sufficient. Know that you are dealing with the IRS and you have to have file records. There's no way to circumvent that. So the IRS already has your records. They already know what payroll taxes you pay, okay? So you cannot circumvent that or try to go get something off of Google and say, here's my, 941. That is not going to work. 941s are tax documents that have to be filed, similarly to like how you file your income tax. This is payroll tax. And if you have employees on payroll, you make sure that you are paying payroll taxes. For so many people recently, I've discovered that when they come to us and they're asking about this credit, that they are not really handling their payroll correctly. And if it were not for that, they would be getting a lot of money back. But because they did not make it a priority to make sure that their payroll is well organized, that they're using a legitimate payroll system that makes it easy to track all of this information, makes it easy to file your taxes automatically. So if your taxes weren't filed, then that presents an issue, because then you won't qualify for taxes. You didn't file any taxes, any payroll taxes. Okay. So this is, and for those that have questions, because they have asked questions about, I haven't filed my income tax, that is irrelevant for this tax credit, because it's payroll taxes. This has nothing to do with nothing to do with your income taxes. So we don't even ask you for your income tax returns. What we're asking you for is information to verify your payroll and your payroll taxes. Okay. So it's too complex and people don't understand it. Even your accountants and some of your payroll people and tax people don't understand it, right? So that is why we are partnering with individuals like that and companies like that so that we can help their clients, right? And oftentimes they just don't have the time. They don't have the time. Like right now, they're preparing for tax season again, while they're working on extensions that were due in October. So they have a lot going on, and so they just haven't kept up with all of the changes to notify and keep you updated and notified of what's happening with the program, or to circle back after 2020 or 2021 and say, hey, clients, this is a relief program that's still available for you. And I encourage you all to do that. If you are in financial services, or if you're a business consultant, reach out to us. We are partnering with so many business owners across the country, because there's so many business owners to reach, and we know we cannot reach all of them. That's why we rely on you all to help us reach more small business owners, okay? So if you are an accountant, a tax professional, have a tax agency, we know it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work if they try to do this on their own. And the bottom line is most of them don't handle payroll, right? They handle your other taxes and things. So they may not be well versed in it. They don't have the time. And so that's when you all can partner with us. Let's partner together so we can do the heavy lifting for you. And we can also make sure that your clients get access to this credit, especially those that are minorities of any kind, and women. Those are the ones that continue to get left out, that are not getting access to this information. And this includes disabled business owners. This includes veteran business owners. This includes minority, like Black, Hispanic, Latino, Asian business owners. Women business owners are included in that. So, but even micro business owners, there is a push to always go for the bigger companies, because what is more money, and then they completely leave out the smaller businesses because they're not as lucrative. We don't care about that. We want you to get your credit. We want you to claim whatever it is that you're entitled to, so you can put it to work for your business. So we don't make those decisions. I don't, I tell my team, well, we're only going to pursue businesses that have, 400 employees. First of all, that's not realistic. The majority of small businesses have 10 or less employees. And I would appeal to you, if you know, or you are a member of a chamber director, or a leader of a business organization, a business association, or a business organization that supports and caters to the needs of small business, to reach out to us. We would love to partner. I will be hosting a series of webinars to various organizations across the country. Let's get you on the list. We are actually going on tour around the country to events to share this information, because again, there's so many business owners that don't know about it. So guess what? We coming to you. I'm out of pocket. I'm spending out of pocket my own personal money to get a team together to go around the country to share this information and help you all apply for this tax credit. That's how important this is, because again, with everything, this will expire. It will expire, right? So while you have the opportunity to apply, let's help you get your applications in to see if you qualify for this program. So again, my team is hard at work behind the scenes working with businesses every single day to help them get access to this credit. And we're here to help you all as well. So again, I encourage you to share this information, share this video, tag who you need to tag in here. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter, if you're on LinkedIn, wherever you are, every one of us knows small business owners, every one of us. And if you talk to a small business owner, just talk to a small business owner. Ask them about how things are going, what is happening with their business, what do they need, what are their goals, and they will tell you. You will hear so many of them say that I need funding. We're still, challenged. Maybe, our revenues increased, but our expenses shot up the roof. We're still dealing with supply chain issues. We're still dealing with hiring issues, right? So we may have to reduce our hours because we don't have enough employees to support the business. So we have to reduce our hours. Some days a week we have to close. So now we're not open 5 days a week. We're only open 7 days a week. That has an impact on a business's bottom line. Okay. All of these retail businesses that you see, most of them may qualify. Okay. They're small businesses that you go into. What about those fitness centers? What about those childcare, those daycares where you take your children? Those daycare providers are business owners that are in need of help, right? They're in need of the financial help. What about that gas station? What about that hotel you just went to, or that small motel, or that Airbnb business, or that bed and breakfast business? Those are small businesses, right? What about that nonprofit? What about the church that you attend? Do they have employees for which they pay payroll taxes for? They may qualify. If you have a nonprofit organization, again, there is no limit on the businesses that can qualify. In 2020, they based the criteria on FTE. So there is no limit on part-time employees. So you can have 1,000 part-time employees and it not matter, right? It does not disqualify you. But you cannot have more than 100 FTEs or full-time employees average in 2020, and no more than 500 full-time FTEs in 2021. But there is no limit on part-time employees that you have. You can qualify for you don't have to have any full-time employees. You can only have part-time and qualify for this program. And I say that again because we get so many emails that say, I don't think I qualify because I only have part-time employees. Well, you have part-time employees. Let's see what we can do. Yes, you can qualify and possibly get a significant amount back. Again, we don't guarantee how much you get back. That's based on your business and based on the documentations that you submit. But again, everyone that we've been able to help, they were at zero, and we've been able to help businesses claim over $6 million at this point. Okay, but that's just a drop in the bucket compared to how many businesses are still out there that haven't been able to claim these benefits. I mean, if you are in the logistics industry, truckers out there, trucking businesses, we have all time staffing businesses, you name it. Home healthcare industry and nursing home businesses are really some of the top industries that we have been able to help because they were impacted, right? Home healthcare had to reduce hours and things like that for their staff. So if you are in home health or know someone that is, please let them know about this video. Please share our email again. ERC support@shebosstalk.com is scrolling across the screen. It's also in the show notes of this video. We'll make sure it's also in the comments, but let's share. Sharing is caring. And if you want to meet us on the road, tune in. We will be sharing, where we are at the different events across the country. I'm sure some of you all will be in attendance, but we are showing up and showing out for small businesses because we want no small businesses to be left behind with this relief program. It is one of the last remaining federal COVID relief programs out there. It's significant. It can have a significant impact on your small business. Okay. Even if you have to wait 6 or 8 months to get it, the fact that you can be relieved to know you have money coming back and you can plan for it. You can plan for it. Okay. So even if it's $5,000, you know how much what you can do with $5,000 and take that $5,000 and go make $1 million. There's people waiting on, they want to do contracts. They can't do a contract because they need $5,000 to prepare for that contract, to go get hire somebody or to get equipment that they need to fulfill that contract. So, the dollar amount, don't sleep on $2,000, $5,000 in money back into your business, because I myself, and I know people that can go to flip $100 and make thousands of dollars with that. So again, even if you apply and it's a few thousand dollars is better than zero. Okay. And we will continue to share other programs with you as they become available, so that you all can go out and get this money. These are the opportunities that have been presented to us because of the COVID-19 pandemic. More programs are coming online just because they want to make sure that business owners like us don't have to be devastated again in the event that there is a crisis, right? Or not just a crisis, but some unknown event that happens outside of our control. So you will see more and more programs coming out. I already talked about the one with the partnership between the U.S. Chamber and also FedEx. So if you have been impacted, your business, by the hurricane that just hit Florida, I hope you have already signed up with the U.S. Chamber, the resiliency program, where you can get $5,000 in relief. But you had to have had your application in. But these are just the reasons why they have programs like this, and they're continuing to bring on more programs like that, so that if there is some disaster that impacts your business, you have support, that you can get money into your business to help you, okay, on top of your insurances and all that other stuff. So again, this is the Employee Retention Tax Credit. Go get it. Go share it. This is the last quarter of the year. This is the final. We're finishing it strong. I want to make sure that you are finishing it strong. We're all winning together. Let's make sure we take advantage of every single opportunity that there is out there for our business. Don't leave any opportunities on the table. Don't leave any money on the table. We don't know when a time like this will come again, where there are so many opportunities being afforded to small businesses like they are right now. Take advantage. Continue to be the boss with amplified impact. Continue to stay safe and in good health. And I'll see you later on this week. Have a great day.